You know, the last video I did was titled "The Floodgates Are Opening." Their floodgates are opened, and you know, I guess it was like four days ago or whatever, and you know, I didn't know at the time that there was going to be a major typhoon. Pseudolore is the name of it. I looked the name up. It's interesting. It means legendary ruler. Which literally has left. I mean, we're talking countries underwater. I mean, the flooding is out of control, but that's nothing new. I mean, we have world leaders standing up and talking about how climate change is, just top of the priority list of things right now. I mean, we are in those days, if you will. Something's got to change, or it's going to change for us. I mean, today you don't have to be a prophet or anything else to understand that things the way they are not going to last. I mean, we need to come together, humanity as a whole, because we are all one. We're all connected. We need to come together, and united we need to change. We need to stop living for greed, and we need to stop living for ourselves, and we need to start living for each other. And if collectively we did this, if we stopped doing the very things that are bringing about all of these, horrible events that we keep hearing about, and together we could end hunger, we could end famine, we could end disease, we could end war, we could end lack, we could end homelessness, together we could make this world the paradise it's meant to be. But no one's paying attention to the signs. Things are getting worse, people. Around the world, they are getting worse. I mean, after I posted that video, the floodgates opening, and where I said naturally as well as spiritually, and that hopefully if naturally all of this stuff happens and, these floods happen, people will, turn to God and say, okay, Lord, what can I do? And people will love, because that's what God says we must do, is love. And we will united come together, and we can change this. And after I posted that video, I was surprised that, within 24 hours, hearing of the typhoon and then seeing, one country after another underwater, I'm just surprised that people aren't saying, what's the deal? We're just going about our lives. I mean, it's not even on my wife, Danielle, was saying to me, she was saying, it's like, I don't understand all of this heartache around the world, and it's barely making the news. I'm not making any predictions. But I did tell Danielle this morning, and it has been heavy on my heart. I don't know what any of it means, but that, what's next? A great earthquake. They say with faith, faith can move mountains. See, look, I don't know if an earthquake's about to happen or not, but, I just have this feeling, that something great is going to happen very, very shortly. And an earthquake makes sense to me. I mean, because that's what kind of stood out to me, was this shaking, and I've been talking about it. But so then my prayer was, well, Lord, I don't want to see anybody hurt, but I do want people to be turned back. I want us all to turn back to love. I want people to realize that greed is not the answer. I want people to realize that love and unity and peace, and that together, if we come together united, that we can submit ourselves to this higher power, and we can submit ourselves to loving each other, because that is what this higher power says we must do. The world is corrupt as it is. The world needs to change. And so if there's some great earthquake, it was funny because I keep thinking, it's, the faith can move mountains type of a thing. Well, you heard it here first. And I wasn't going to say anything, and I wasn't going to post anything, because, I have just a couple of people, and it's just a small amount that are, jumping all over me because they're saying that I'm trying to do this for this. I'm trying to do. I mean, people, honestly, all I'm doing is sharing things that are coming to me, and I don't know what any of it means. I know that, this earthquake